Hello guys. In this moment, I read you the royal law of God. We start. The royal law. The royal law, the 10 commandments of the law of God. Genesis 2 and verses 8. Which he sent to put to work the 10 words. Deuteronomy and chapter 4 and verses 13, and the Second Chronicles and chapter 3 and verses 3, 7 and 8 and 9. First commandment. You shall fear Jehovah your God. You shall serve him and cling to him, and you shall swear by his name, just and only just. You shall follow, that you may live and inherit the land that Jehovah your God is giving you. You shall be holy, for I, Jehovah your God, am holy. You shall love Jehovah your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the great commandment. The second commandment. The second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than this. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you. By this all men will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. You shall not hate your brother. In your heart you may surely reprove your neighbor, but shall not incur sin because of him. You shall not take vengeance, nor bear any grudge against the sons of your people. Execute true judgment. You shall not make any quitting in your flesh for the deed, nor print any marks upon you. I am Jehovah, so show your love for the foreigner. Third commandment. And God spoke all these words, saying, I am Jehovah your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no another God before me. You shall not make for yourself an idol, or any likeness of what is in heaven above, or on in the earth beneath, or in the waters under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, Jehovah your God, am I jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers of the children to the third and the fourth generations of those who hate me, and showing love kindness unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Jehovah your God in vain, for Jehovah will not leave him unpunished who take his name in vain. Fourth commandment: remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to Jehovah your God. In it you shall not do any work, you or your son or your daughters, your males, or your family servant, or your castle, or your sojourners, whose estate with you. For in 6 days Jehovah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rest the 7th day. Therefore Jehovah blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it, and the sons of Israel must keep the Sabbath. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath through God their generation for a perpetual covenant. Fifth commandment: honor your father and your mother, that your days may be prolonged in the land which the Lord your God gives you. And you must not curse your father and your mother. Every one of you shall reverence his mother and his father. I am Jehovah your God. And your father corrects you, your son, and he will give you comfort. He will also delight your soul. Sixth commandment: you must not kill your neighbor. It was said, nobody shall be angry with his brother. So innocent blood will not be shed in the midst of your land which the Lord your God gives you as an inheritance, and blood guiltiness be on you. Seventh commandment: you shall not commit adultery. Do not profane your daughters by making her unholy, but because of fornication. It was said, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and be enjoined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh, and you shall not intermarry with them. You might take some of his daughters, for your sons and his daughters might play the harlot with their gods, and cause your son also to play the harlot with their god. Eighth commandment: you shall not steal, nor deal falsely, nor lie to only another. You shall not oppress your neighbor, nor rob him. The ways of hire men are not to remain with you all night until morning. You shall not curse a deaf man, nor place a stumbling block before the blame. But you shall reverse your God. I am Jehovah, it was said. You shall not rob your father or your mother. Ninth commandment. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Let none of you think but evil in your heart against his neighbor. And do you not love any false oath? Therefore you shall not despise your neighbor. You shall not go about as slanderer among your people, and you are not to act against the blood of your neighbor. I am Jehovah. 10 Commandments. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not cover your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor